Hi, I'm Layla, 26 years old, working two jobs, and somehow still living in my parents' house. Layla, where's Marcus's breakfast? Mom's voice echoed upstairs before my alarm even went off. I dragged myself down. Marcus sat at the kitchen table scrolling his phone. 28, unemployed for 3 years, treated like royalty. Here, sweetie, Mom said, placing a full plate before him. Scrambled eggs, bacon, toast, just how you like them. Thanks, Mom. He didn't look up. I poured coffee. Morning. Oh, Layla, while you're up, grab Marcus's laundry. I need to wash his clothes for his interview tomorrow. Interview? That's the 5th one this month. Don't be negative, Dad said, walking in with his newspaper. Your brother is being selective about his career path. Right. Selective. I sipped my coffee. I'm selective too. That's why I work 60 hours a week. That's different. You're good at working hard. Marcus has other talents. Like what? Professional gaming? Layla, don't be cruel, Dad snapped. He's going through a tough time. Marcus finally looked up. At least I'm not bitter like some people. I'm not bitter. I'm exhausted. I pay rent while Marcus lives free. I cook, clean, do everyone's laundry. We don't charge Marcus rent because he's saving money, Mom interrupted. It's temporary. It's been 3 years. Why are you always attacking me? Marcus stood. I'm dealing with a lot right now. Dealing with what? Your high score? Enough. Dad slammed his newspaper. If you're unhappy, maybe find your own place. My jaw dropped. I'm the only one contributing. You're also the only one causing drama, Mom said coldly. Marcus never complains. Because he has nothing to complain about. I grabbed my bag and left. At work, my coworker Jake noticed immediately. Rough morning? The usual. My brother exists, therefore I'm expected to worship him. Still no job? Nope. But Mom made him a gourmet breakfast while I got lectured about being negative. Jake shook his head. That's not normal, Layla. It's been like this forever. Marcus has always been the golden child. You pay rent and do all the housework? Yep. And Marcus pays nothing? Correct. That's seriously messed up. My phone buzzed. Aunt Jessica, can we meet for coffee tomorrow? Important. The next day I met Jessica at the cafe. She looked troubled. Thanks for coming, sweetheart. I was at your parents' house last week. I overheard something that really bothered me. What's going on? Your dad was on the phone with someone? Sounded like a lawyer. Layla, they're planning to put the house in Marcus's name. My blood ran cold. What? They want to secure Marcus's future by signing the house over? But you've been paying rent for 4 years. That money should be building equity for you too. They can't do that. That's my money. I know. I confronted your mom. She said you'd understand because Marcus needs more help. I told her that's not how fairness works, and we got into a huge fight. What did she say? She said I didn't understand because I don't have kids, that Marcus is struggling and needs support. When I pointed out you're struggling too, she said you're more capable. So they're just stealing from me? It looks that way. And there's more. I found documents. They've been using your rent money to pay Marcus's credit card debt. How much debt? $30,000. And counting. I sat in stunned silence. 30,000? My voice cracked. How is that even possible? Online shopping, gaming equipment, designer clothes, expensive dinners. Your parents covered it all with your rent. I've paid them almost $40,000 over 4 years. I know, honey. Jessica pulled out her phone. I took photos, bank statements, credit card bills, deed transfer papers. This is financial abuse. Financial abuse? I repeated. That's really what this is? Yes, you're an adult paying fair rent. They're using that money for your brother's debts without your knowledge. That's not okay. I scrolled through the photos. There it was. My rent payments immediately transferred to Marcus J. Anderson Visa Platinum. My stomach churned. What do I do? First, stop paying rent. Second, document everything. Third, you might need a lawyer. A lawyer? Against my parents? Against people stealing from you. I love my sister, but this is wrong. That evening, I found Marcus with 3 friends playing video games, pizza boxes everywhere. Hey, Layla, Devin called. Grab us some beers? Get them yourself. Whoa, someone's cranky, another friend laughed. Marcus paused his game. What's your problem? My problem? You're my problem, Marcus. You and your $30,000 credit card debt. The room went silent. Marcus's face paled. Who told you? How do I know? Because I've been paying it off. My rent money has been covering your shopping sprees. That's not, Mom and Dad said. Mom and Dad have been lying to both of us. I was shaking. They're signing the house over to you. The house I've been paying rent on for 4 years. Dude, Devin whispered to Marcus. Is that true? I didn't know about the rent thing, Marcus said weakly. Mom said they were just helping me out. With my money? Look, it's not my fault Mom and Dad like me better. The room exploded. Are you serious right now? I shouted. Devin stood up. Bro, that's cold. What? It's true. I can't help it if I'm the favorite. You're not the favorite because you're special, Marcus. You're the favorite because Mom and Dad enabled you your entire life. You've never had to work for anything. I work hard. At what? Name one thing you've accomplished in the last 3 years. He couldn't answer. Exactly. Meanwhile, I've been working myself to death, paying for your lifestyle, and getting treated like garbage. It's not your home, Marcus said quietly. It's going to be mine. Wow, Devin shook his head. Marcus, I've known you since high school, but this is messed up. She's your sister. Stay out of it, Dev. I'm out of more than just this. Come on, guys. Devin and the others grabbed their stuff and left. Marcus rounded on me. Great. You just cost me my friends. You cost yourself your friends by being a selfish, entitled brat. Shut up, Mom rushed in. What's all this yelling? Your daughter is ruining my life, Marcus shouted. I'm ruining your life? Mom, you've been using my rent money to pay his credit card bills. Mom's face went white. Who told you that? Does it matter? Is it true? Layla, it's complicated. It's yes or no, Mom. Have you been taking my money and giving it to Marcus? We were going to tell you. That's a yes. And the house? You're signing it over to him? Marcus needs security. You're more independent. I'm independent because I had to be. You never gave me a choice. Dad appeared in the doorway. What's going on? She knows, Mom said quietly. Knows what? Marcus looked between them. About the house, the money, all of it, I said. They've been using me as a personal ATM to fund your life, Marcus. Is that true? Marcus asked Dad. Dad sighed. We did what we thought was best. Best for who? I demanded. Because it wasn't best for me. You don't understand, Mom said. Marcus has struggled. Because you let him. You created this, and I'm done paying for it. Literally. What does that mean? Dad asked. It means I'm not paying you another cent, and I'm not doing Marcus's laundry, cooking his meals, or cleaning up after him. I'm done. You can't just stop paying rent, Dad said. Watch me, and if you try to force me, I'll take every document Aunt Jessica gave me to a lawyer. Jessica had no right, Mom started. Jessica had every right. She's the only person in this family who actually cares about me. Marcus stepped forward. You're being so dramatic. Stay away from me, Marcus. Or what? He moved closer. You'll go crying to Aunt Jessica again? I'm warning you. He shoved me. Not hard, but enough to make me stumble backward. The room froze. Did you just put your hands on me? It was barely a push. You assaulted me. Oh, come on, Dad said. That's taking it too far. He shoved me. That's assault. And all of you saw it. Layla, don't be ridiculous, Mom pleaded. He's your brother. He's an adult who just committed battery. Good thing I've been recording this entire conversation. I held up my phone. I'd started recording when things got heated. Marcus lunged for the phone, but I was faster, backing toward the door. Delete that, he shouted. Not a chance. I spent that night at Aunt Jessica's, showing her the recording. Oh, Layla, I'm so sorry it came to this. What do I do now? Now we see my lawyer, Tomorrow morning. This is really happening? Yes, honey, but you're going to be okay. Next morning, we met Attorney Rodriguez. Miss Anderson, you have a strong case. Unauthorized rent use, attempted deed transfer, assault. This is serious. What are my options? We file for a restraining order. We pursue civil claims for misappropriated funds. We ensure they can't transfer that house without compensating you. Will I get my money back? Most of it, likely. But are you prepared for your family to hate you? I thought about Marcus's shove, Mom's dismissal, Dad's contempt. They already do. They just hide it when they need something. Then let's proceed. 3 days later, papers were served. The restraining order was approved. Mom called 17 times. Finally, please come home. We need to talk. Against Aunt Jessica's advice, I met them at a coffee shop. Layla, thank goodness, Mom said, standing. This has gotten out of hand. Sit down. We're not doing this with an audience. A restraining order? Dad started. Against your brother? He assaulted me. What did you expect? It was a tiny push, Marcus said. You're destroying our family over nothing. I'm destroying it? You've lived off my earnings for 3 years. I didn't know it was your money. You knew you weren't paying rent. You knew I was. You just didn't care. Layla, we want to make this right, Mom said, reaching across the table. We'll give you back the money. All $40,000? Well, we'll need a payment plan. A payment plan. You stole $40,000 and want me to wait for you to pay it back slowly? We didn't steal, Dad said sharply. We borrowed it for family. Without asking, without my consent, that's theft. We're family. Family doesn't steal. Family doesn't play favorites. Tell me one thing you've done for me that you didn't do better for Marcus. Silence. That's what I thought. My entire life, you gave him everything. Every achievement I earned, you dismissed. Every time Marcus failed, you made excuses. I was never enough, no matter how hard I tried. We love you both equally, Mom said weakly. Love isn't equal. But respect, fairness, those should be. So what now? Dad asked. You sue us? Destroy your parents? I'm not destroying anything. I'm protecting myself. Layla, please, Marcus said, his voice cracking. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry I pushed you. I'm sorry about the money. Can't we go back to normal? Normal? Marcus, normal was me being your maid while you played games. Normal was you treating me like garbage while Mom and Dad applauded. Why would I want that? I'll change. I promise I'll get a job. I'll pay you back. With what money? You don't have a job. You have no skills, no work ethic because they've been protecting you your whole life. That's cruel, Mom whispered. It's true, and you know what else is true? I'm done. I'm done apologizing for existing. I'm done making myself smaller so Marcus can feel bigger. I'm done being invisible. What does that mean? Dad asked nervously. It means I'm moving in with Aunt Jessica. It means I'm proceeding with the lawsuit. And it means if you contact me outside legal channels, I'm documenting it as harassment. You can't be serious, Mom said, tears streaming. We're your family. You should have thought about that before choosing Marcus over me every single day of my life. Marcus stood suddenly. This is because I pushed you? One little push and you're ruining everything? No, Marcus. This is because of 30 years of being second place in my own family. The push was just the final straw. I said I was sorry. And I don't accept your apology. I don't forgive you. Any of you. Layla, please? Mom reached for my hand desperately. I pulled away. Don't touch me. We can fix this, Dad said. Just tell us what you want. I want you to acknowledge what you did was wrong. I want you to stop making excuses, and I want you to leave me alone. We can't do that, Mom sobbed. Then we have nothing else to talk about. I stood to leave. Marcus jumped up, grabbing my arm hard. Let go of me. Not until you listen. I yanked my arm back. Don't touch me. The restraining order says you can't come within 50 feet. People were staring. The barista picked up the phone. You're crazy, Marcus shouted. You've always been jealous of me. Jealous of what? Your debt, your unemployment, your complete inability to function? I'm going to... He raised his hand. I don't know if he meant to hit me, but Dad grabbed him. Marcus, stop! Too late. 3 people had phones out recording. Police arrived 2 minutes later. Marcus was arrested for violating the restraining order. 2 weeks later, I sat in Attorney Rodriguez's office with Jake. Your parents are offering a settlement. 35,000 of the 40. They'll remove Marcus from the deed plans and cover legal fees. And Marcus? 6 months probation. It'll be on his record. I signed the papers. That evening, Aunt Jessica made dinner. How are you feeling? Tired, but free. Jake raised his glass. To Layla. My phone buzzed. Mom, please give us another chance. Marcus is in therapy. We love you. What are you going to do? Jessica asked. Nothing. They had 30 years to change. 3 months later, I moved into my own apartment. Small, but mine. Jake helped with the last box. How's it feel? Like I can finally breathe. Your mom's still trying? Every week, I don't respond. Think you ever will? Maybe someday, but not until they accept that sorry isn't magic. My phone buzzed. Mom, Marcus got a job. We thought you'd want to know. Are you going to congratulate him? Why? He got a job. That's the bare minimum. I blocked Mom's number, then Dad's, then Marcus's. You okay? Aunt Jessica asked when I called. I'm great. For the first time, I'm putting myself first. I'm proud of you, Layla. That night, I sat on my balcony with tea, watching the sunset. No demands, no guilt trips, no parents choosing my brother over me. Just peace. I had my own life now, my own space, my own future, and nobody could take that from me. The settlement money was in savings. I had plans, finish my degree, maybe travel, definitely therapy. But tonight I just enjoyed the quiet. So let me ask you something. Have you ever had to choose between family and your own well-being? What did you do? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more true stories like this one. Your support means everything.